Hey guys, it's Mika161 back at you. I got a lot I got a lot of personal messages, and I got I got my first dislikes on these Wii U videos, but responses or any kind of views are a good thing. I feel like I could talk a little bit more about, the generation, and I actually read RS the Juice Man, go check out his channel. I read his comment about, like, what can go beyond 1080, like, what, besides the 3D element. Well, I'll have you know that I've put in extensive research hours. This is for my whole audience. And the new engine that's going to be in the 720 in the PS4 are what is known as a hyper-realistic engine. So what that details is that our surroundings in real life will look bland compared to what they're gonna, this technology that's coming out. Now ask yourself, well, if they come out with new technology, then will my TV even be able to handle this? No, it won't. They're creating a new TV. Also, I've researched this, and this TV will also have the hyper-realistic engine. Now, it's not going to change the definition of a reality TV show. I mean, you can't make it look any more human than human. But what it's going to do is it's going to just pop. Everything, our surroundings will look bland compared to this new hyper-realistic engine that is going to be put into TVs, into the gaming consoles. Besides the Wii, Nintendo's going to be stuck at 1080 while all these new systems are going to have a hyper-realistic engine. So you're going to have to run either an HD TV or an SD TV for your Wii, whatever you have, but the TV probably won't even pick up a signal. From what I've researched, anything below, I mean, HD won't even, it's not good enough for what's coming out. 3D is still in a category of 1080p. It's just 3D, but it's still 1080p. So that's why there's not a lot of pop in the 3D, is because it's not high enough graphic card for any system running it. A 3D camera can't even go beyond the 1080 resolution. 1080 will disappear. 720 will disappear. I mean, if you're going to keep your old technology, then it's not going anywhere, obviously. But what I mean by disappear is when you look at the back of the upcoming generations of what's going to be out there in terms of gaming, it won't say 1080p. It will say hyper realistic, or it won't be in a category of pixels anymore. It's going way beyond that. This is just from what all the leaked research that I've looked up on Google for hours. Also, there's a unofficial leaked PS4 commercial, and basically what it is it's these scientists in like this, almost like when a cop is interrogating someone in a room and they're behind that glass where you can't see them but they can see you. And they kind of are doing a little countdown thing, and there's a Chinese kid in the other room, and they turn on whatever he's supposed to look at, and if you watch his face, he literally looks like he looks in disbelief at what he's watching, and that's the feeling we're gonna get from what's gonna be coming up. So I don't take any appreciation for what Nintendo's doing. The reason they're pushing out their new console first is because they want money. They did minor upgrades. It's just a gimmick, like I said in my previous videos. But our minds, what I'm talking about, probably can't even understand what I'm saying, because I'm still in disbelief too, in terms of what is it that can go beyond this. And like I said, I look it up. Hyper realistic engine technology. Just look it up. Try to stay away from the sites that are propaganda sites. You want factual sites, and those are very hard to find because it is leaked information. But I mean, you guys saw how upset I got. That's passion right there. I just want you guys to know that. And I was swearing, and it wasn't supposed to sound like I was swearing at you guys. It was just passion, and it just really upsets me with these companies that are getting away with this cash and grab and go. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. This technology is very expensive. Okay, when we thought when a PS3 was released, when we thought $800 was a lot of money. Okay, these new systems that are coming out will be probably double that. That's no joke. I mean, 800, 1600. So when the PS3 came out, what was it, $800? Someone comment about that. But this technology is going to be double the price. The TVs, I don't think we'll be able to afford them right away. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but when plasma first came out, it was $250,000 to buy a plasma screen. I'm not even joking. That's $250,000. Now you can buy a plasma for $500. It's old technology. Nobody cares. So, with that said, I want you guys to not just listen to me, but really look this topic up and where the gaming industry, and it's not just gaming. Actually, before I end this video, I wanted to mention that they also need new TVs because of the visual effects in movies that they're going to be creating. We're not gonna even understand what we're looking at first. It's going to take our minds to process this, and just the visual effects in movies are going to also double and triple what they are right now. We're going to be seeing images that literally will be in awe of. We'll dream about these images, even if it's just a simple forest scenery. We probably will have dreams because of how because of this technology and the pop that it's going to create. In terms of the reason 3D is not always 3D is because there's not enough pop. It's just weak. This technology, we're literally gonna fantasize about just the visual effects of life. Like, we're gonna look at our walls and we're gonna be like, oh, it's so bland compared to what we're gonna be looking at on our screen in the next 15 years. And I mean, for them to rush the technology is foolish. So this is going to come in time. So the hyper-realistic engine will be created, obviously, within the next probably, it's already created, it's in development, but for us to buy, probably about another 3 years. And people are like, whoa, Xbox and stuff's coming out within 2013. Okay, but the TV, I don't think will be out. So we're going to still have to deal with that resolution problem, but it's just going to be more realistic to the point where we won't even think it's 1080p. We'll actually think it's just a TV show. And there is no picture quality on a human face. So you might be looking at it with clarity, but when a human's face is a human's face, there's no pixel count on a human's face. And you might think there is, but there's not. It's literally just real. It's realistic. So if you were to say that, okay, well, real life is in what resolution, what pixels? Exactly, you can't say that. There is no pixel. It's called real. And that's what they want to do with this new gaming engine. They want to get rid of pixels. They just want to make it real. End of story. That's just how it's going to be.